Hey everyone, this is Wendy at the San Diego Science and Education Channel with science events and meetups for the month of February. Here, let's get going. First one I've got for you is Love Your Wetlands Day, which is on February 10th. It's going to be from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Kendall Frost Marsh. It's hosted by the San Diego Audubon Society. There will be volunteer activities to pick up the wetlands. They'll be installing a nesting platform. They're going to be performing water testing. So if you or anyone else, like maybe your children, need to do some volunteer time, this would be a great opportunity for that. Also, there's going to be guided walks led by professional naturalists exploring the importance of the marsh to the large amounts of birds that call our wetlands home. And there will be live animal presentations by the Raptor Institute, and there's even going to be an opportunity drawing. So make sure to bring your future conservationists, bring your rain boots for some muddy fun. It's going to be awesome. Another thing, the big thing I want to mention in this is that February is Museum Month. So throughout the whole month of February, if you go to Macy's, it's sponsored by Macy's. There's a whole bunch of participating museums that I'll have the links in the description for you to look up. There's a lot of participating museums, and for that you're going to be able to have half off. There's going to be a bunch of passes in Macy's, or you can even go online to be able to have Museum Month passes. You just bring it in and you get half off on your admission to any of the participating museums. I'm going to be highlighting some of the science museums that are participating and letting you know what cool stuff they're doing for the month of February. So here we go. The first one I want to mention is the Fleet Science Center. They are participating in Museum Month, and they have some cool events coming up. And one of them going on right now is a science show, a live-action science show that has explosions and toilet paper and other things too messy and noisy to be doing at home. And so it's called Don't Try This at Home. It's only playing until February 11th, so make sure to get in there sometime soon to go see this. All the Don't Try This at Home live shows are included with the museum admission, so you don't have to pay any extra. They're performed daily. There's multiple shows, and each one is a bit different, so that way you can go to multiple shows and still see something different each time. The show only lasts for 15 thrilling minutes, and it's going to be starting at the 30 minutes past the hour, and it'll accommodate about 100 brave visitors. If you want to go and see that show, there's going to be details down in the description, so make sure to check it out. It sounds really cool. But the thing that you really want to come into the Fleet again for later in the month is for the Mythbusters Explosive Exhibition, which starts on February 24th. This exhibition is a true Mythbusters creation. It's 5 years in the making. Mythbusters, the Explosive Exhibition, includes live demonstrations, visitor participation, and spectacular sets and experiences from the TV show. On display in the galleries upstairs, the exhibition overflows with hands-on props and gadgets from the show. I used to love Mythbusters. I used to watch it all the time. This is going to be really cool. The Fleet invites you to question, to test, to experiment and play, just like the Mythbusters do on TV. Try your hand at busting some new myths and maybe some of your old favorites. Description's down in the link is down in the description to check it out. I think everybody will enjoy it. It's going to be really wonderful. And now for a different museum, I want to highlight the Natural History Museum, or the NAT. They're also participating in Museum Month, and they currently have an exhibition called Unshelved, Cool Stuff from Storage, which may not sound exciting to most people. However, I think it sounds amazing because they're taking all the stuff that's locked away in the vaults, all the stuff that usually only researchers have access to, and they're bringing it out for the rest of us to see. And I find this absolutely fascinating, not just because I am a total junkie for the Brain Scoop, which it's a YouTube science show that's hosted by the Field Museum, and it's absolutely wonderful. And a lot of what they do is behind the scenes at the specimens in the different museums. That the host, she used to be at a different museum, now she's at the Field Museum. But yeah, it shows you all the great stuff that's in the background, that's behind the scenes at these museums, that the researchers have access to and that we don't. And this particular exhibition that's going on at the NAT right now allows us to see these things. And here you can see the specimens for yourself. You can ask questions, find out the research that's being done at the museum, and even find ways that you can participate. So it sounds wonderful. Also, if you check the events page at the NAT, there's a link below, you will see a lot of guided nature walks in different parks and trails in San Diego. So whatever part of San Diego you live in, there's a naturalist leading a walk in your area. So there's lots of incredible opportunities to get outside, learn about nature with incredible knowledgeable guides. No more excuses. It's time to get out there and enjoy the world and see it. And this isn't even to mention the guided whale watching expeditions that the Nat hosts. So, oh my gosh, we should get involved with the Nat because they're like crazy awesome. So here we go. The next one I want to highlight is the Birch Aquarium over at Scripps. They're participating in Museum Month, so they're half off for the month. And they have their usual amazing ocean exhibits, but now they also have tide pooling adventures going on right now. You can sign up to accompany a professional naturalist to a tide pool and learn how to tread lightly while learning the amazing diversity of life teeming within our local tide pools. Tide pooling season is from December to March, and that's when the minus tides reveal large swaths of beaches and tide pools that are normally inaccessible, making the world of the tide pools for us larger and grander to all of us. So don't pass this up. This is a chance to see something you normally don't get a chance to see. So I've got the link down in the description, so make sure you check it out. Tide pooling adventures with the Birch Aquarium. The last museum I want to mention here, I want to highlight, is the San Diego Air and Space Museum. They're also participating in Museum Month, so they're half off. And they are kicking off February with their new exhibition, which is called Speed. It's an interactive exhibit explaining and allowing people to interact with the physics behind the world's fastest vehicles on land and air. That sounds so cool. So they're going to have flight simulators and hands-on like things, gadgets and things to help illustrate these physics concepts. It's going to be so cool. I would love to check this out. I'm going to check it out sometime soon. So make sure you go and check out Speed today with Speed. Go now. It's going to be really cool. Now I want to switch gears. So I want to talk about science-themed meetups that you may not know about. Now, meetups are an amazing way to explore new interests, to discover shared resources, to make new friends, and to make friends that are specifically interested in the things that you're interested in or the things that you think you might be interested in. Here's a chance to explore those things. So if families interested in science, here's some meetups for you. The first one I want to mention is the San Diego Science Meetup. These meetups are held at the Elementary Institute of Science, which is at 608 51st Street. If you and your kids are into science, technology, engineering, math, then you're their kind of people. They're going to be having fun family activities where parents and kids can explore science and learn together. They've got labs for hands-on science experiences, family movie nights, parent-child reading programs, and opportunities to meet real scientists. So this is one meetup you really need to check out. This next meetup I want to mention is absolutely my favorite. This is one that I'm in, that I actually participate in, and I can tell you hands-on, this one's really cool. This is the Wet Lab. The Wet Lab is a community for biology enthusiasts or bioenthusiasts. They host multiple events, from free hands-on science workshops at the La Jolla Library every other Saturday to lectures from outstanding scientists and professors as part of their Citizen Science lecture series. And they discuss innovative science discoveries being made here in San Diego. I participate in this one myself with my kids. I adore it. It's my favorite science organization, total, period, the best. You must go check it out. It's great. The next one I want to mention is the San Diego Robotics Club. They meet every Saturday from 10 to 2 at Coleman University. And currently they're working on programming and racing autonomous cars on their own racetrack. It sounds awesome. If you want to get into robotics or get your kids into this wonderful science hobby, I highly recommend checking them out. Link is in the description. Now for the last one I want to mention, that's the San Diego Arduino Enthusiasts. It's in the same vein as the robotics except for broader, because basically any project that has electronics or any kind of programming in it can be done with Arduinos, possibly better with Arduinos. So they meet every third Saturday of the month at the Fab Lab downtown, and they will teach you different projects with Arduinos. They'll provide the materials, they'll teach you how to bring it all together into a working project, and it's awesomeness. So afterwards, you come home with a great project that you can build and that you can expand upon as you learn more. You'll get a chance to learn something, to make something with your hands. This is really productive. It feels really good. So this is your chance. So here we go. That's a quick rundown on science resources for families and parents in San Diego for the month of February. Our next episode will be an educational product review, which I will get up online once I figure out how to edit the footage I have. So expect that sometime soon. And there we go. All right, San Diego, have a great time. Go out and learn. Remember, strive to be active learners. Happy February.